First of all, ladies, congratulations on your win and advancing to the semifinals. First of all, talk a little bit about Coach. You know, it looked like you're two different types of styles as far as the teams went. Taylor County wants to slow it down and run their offenses and take a little time off the clock to try to lull you to sleep on defense. And you know, in the first quarter, it seemed like that for the first part of the first quarter, it worked pretty well. You know, the 7-6 at one point, and then you guys went on an 18-8 run to end the 11-1 run to end the first quarter. So, what was a little bit maybe that changed that made that run possible?
Well, we talk about it all the time about not starting off slow, but we tend to do that. I think it takes us like a minute or two to kind of get a feel for the game, kind of figure out what we're going to do, and then we kind of turn it on. But we talked about that before the game, that this was two different styles and that our defense and tempo was going to win us this basketball game. So that's what we were really trying to do, and just kind of talked about really defending and pressure, and then if we can get some steals and push the ball and attack the rim, that's what we want to try to do, and I thought they did a really good job.
Yeah, that's kind of like I had a second question here. You know, you played solid defense and good defense, even though they controlled the tempo there for a lot of the first half actually, and but you did play solid defense and wasn't able to break down on themselves. And then you added an 8-0 run to start the second half after. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we've just been really talking about, you know, how important defense is, and that, you know, when we're getting into these region games, we're getting ready to play tournament time, the 2A region tournament, you know, defense is going to win you basketball games. And so we've really been kind of working on that and just challenging them to be able to play good, solid half-court man-to-man defense, and I thought they did a good job of that today.
And talk about the young lady sitting there beside you. She had stats in the first quarter that most players would have been proud of to take those as a game stat. She wound up with 31 points, which I think is 1 point shy of the tournament record. I think it was 32 by the American girl at Scott High. She wound up with 9 steals, which I think is also one short, if that's right. I'll have to look to make sure of that. And it may be the record. I got to go back and look that up. And she wound up with 6 assists. And the most amazing thing, just 13 to 16 from the field and 5 to 6 from the free throw line.
Right. No, Timber's a type of player that can score in droves. You know, you kind of look up after the game and I'll think, she didn't play very good, and she'll have 28 points and 9 rebounds and 6 assists. And I'm like, I still don't think she played very good. So, you know, she's one of those, she's kind of a quiet scorer. You know, she scores in droves. You'll see her get 6 or 8 points in a row, and then she kind of, you know, she's kind of quiet. So she does her job quietly a little bit. So sometimes you look at a stat sheet afterwards and you're like, I didn't realize that she had her hands on the ball that much. But she's hard to guard. I mean, you can see it when she's out there, you know, that she's hard to guard. And she's great defensively. You know, we ask a lot of her offensively, but, you know, she's always also respected to guard the other team's best player and do things defensively like that. So there's a lot on her shoulders, but she's responded pretty good to it this year.
Coach, Timberland on a big stage here. You know, next year everybody's going to consider her as a Miss Basketball candidate. Playing on big stages like this, and like you said, getting ready for postseason, knowing that you guys got big competition up ahead. You know, you got Cal, which got some great athletes that you're going to be facing tomorrow. Talk to us about, you know, just preparing Timberland for being in that kind of moments.
Right. Well, I've always said, and, you know, I told the girls before we came down here that anything that can mimic the region tournament, I love this in January. Coming to this 2A tournament, you got to win 3 games to win it all, which is the exact same thing you have to do in the region tournament at the end of the year. So I'm like, if I can mimic that for my team in January, heck yeah. I mean, that's awesome. It helps prepare them, you know. And we play a tough schedule. Our schedule in December has been really brutal, and we've played some top teams that's been pretty challenging. But we do that to prepare for the end of the season. You know, I think being able to play in a tournament like this and play on a stage like this is only going to prepare not only Timber, but just the rest of our team to kind of, you know, be in that atmosphere and that mindset moving forward and getting into the postseason.
Jersey and Lindsay, what is it like playing with a guard, with the talent of Timber?
It's very fun. She'll throw you some really fast passes you don't expect. She's very fun to play with. She brings energy to the court, and I love playing with her.
She's a great leader. She runs our team, runs the show, and we gotta do our role too.
And I think that's pointed out by the fact she had 6 assists to go along with all of her values and her points. Ladies, what is it like now that Timber's been in this situation before? She played 2 years ago when they were in the finals. But what does it feel like to you girls to be now on the stage of the Final Four and get ready to play the winner of the next game, Hopkins County Central and Bell County?
Very exciting.
I think we play the winner of Rowan and Harrison.
You're Rowan and Harrison.
Rowan and,
That's
or
right.
no,
Now, Hopkins County Central plays.
Rowan
And Harrison, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to do that?
It's different because I've not played a lot of varsity minutes until this year, so it's pretty exciting, but it's kind of a lot of pressure too.
And as you get ready for it, as you said, Coach, getting ready for the tournament and preparing you for this, what do? You've been here before because you've been to the finals and you also were here the first year of it. What do you do now to get your team ready for that Final Four game? And the fact that you got right now, you still got to go ahead and start preparing, but you got to prepare for two teams. Sometimes that's the advantage is when you get the game over, is you know you're going, but you also got to prepare for two teams.
Right. I think the biggest thing is we've already kind of prepped for that in advance a little bit, trying to find some game film on the teams that are going to be here in this tournament. So we have access to that, and of course staying and watching these games, and then just talking about, right now, especially with it being mid-January, we're not going to change a whole lot of what we do. We're going to play our style, we're going to play our game, we're going to try to do what we do well, and then hopefully that's going to bother some people, and if we have to make some adjustments in game and make some changes, we'll do that. But I think our biggest thing right now is let's try to do what we do well, everybody do their job, and then see where we can get from that.
Y'all would like to add anything or anything?
I got one more.
Yes, sir.
What's it like having Drakeford back out there?
Oh, yeah, this is actually, was just her third game back, from an ACL injury last year, and so that's been really big for us. We're just kind of slowly trying to get her back into the swing of things, but she just makes our team different, just adding the basketball IQ that she has and her ability to score and handle the ball, just gives us an extra person that we can throw in there. So she's looked really good in practice, and the 3 games that she has played, we try to limit her minutes today because she's going to be playing back to back to back, hopefully. So, we're trying to limit her minutes today so that she can be prepared to play on Saturday and Sunday, but it's been really great for our team.
Good.
Anything else? Anybody?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Coach, ladies. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I'll try to look up those records and find those for you. And I'll get them.
Thank you.
I should have looked that up before I came down here. But get it tomorrow.
Thanks, girls.
Congratulations, girls. Good luck tomorrow.
Congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations, Coach. Always love watching you teams play.
Thank you, I appreciate it. We love being here. I don't know. So we're gonna try to figure out. I don't know. So wants to say just to watch. But we're trying to figure out the girls want to do a shower and then go eat and then maybe get up here for around the game and then I'll be honest with you. I want to watch around that. We got but if they said that they want to go to movies, so I'm going to take them to go movies, or go movies and watch them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you know. I'm going to go find out and I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know. Hey, I know you got 14.
Say it again.
Stay online. Kimberly, Marshall.
Come on in, ladies.
Belmont, Marshall, Moorhead.
Yes, ma'am.
Mid-major deal.
They're not hot. By the way. They're not hot.
Okay. All right.
You got it.
Keep it going.
It's 11, 13, and 22.
Coach, first of all, just want to start off. We're not ready yet. Okay, sorry. Ready? Coach, first of all, I just want to start off and congratulate you on winning your sectional tournament and your players and getting here and experiencing the part of the state tournament. And players, I'd like you to add into. What was it like being here at this state tournament and being here in this atmosphere?
Great experience. We're coming into an arena setting, we're playing on a big stage, and so I think it's invaluable. These girls have got that experience, and it's only going to help us in the future.
Ladies, would you like to add something?
I think it's good. We have a quite young team this year. I think it's good for them to get an experience in this because they have big plans and they're going to be in that arena one day and we're going to be in that arena one day. So it's good to come and play in this type of environment.
It reminds reminds me of AAU and the people around you and everybody that's there, and it's just an experience that everybody should have.
Yeah, it was good. And just sitting here, it's just like hard. No visibility, so it was good.
Coach, those are great answers, ladies. Coach, you guys are different of two styles. Mercer County likes to pressure the ball, likes to get it out and run up and down the floor. And you guys like to, you like to run your offense, which by the way, I picked up a couple of things watching your offense. The girls execute. You do a very good job of doing that. Patient. And you like to play good, solid defense. For the most part, in the first quarter, you kind of stayed in that game plan. It was 7-6, and then they went on a 15-2 spurt and kind of opened it up. What kind of happened a little bit during that spurt that they went on?
I feel like we've lost 12. Obviously, she was their scorer, and our focus was in our defensive set that we wanted to make sure that we knew where she was at all times. And then I feel like as they moved the ball around, especially in reversals, we lost her, and that cost us.
Yeah, that was my next question. What was it like, maybe as players trying to contain a player when they get as hot and into the flow as you see it?
It's a tough situation because we can't truly man somebody that's more athletic than we are, and so we did the best we thought we could to contain her, and it just didn't work out for us.
But one thing I want to compliment you guys on, and as you went through and on that spurt, most teams, especially teams in an atmosphere like this, would have went away from their game plan and would have panicked and started trying to run up and down the floor with them and do things you didn't. It showed how well coached your team is and your girls, because you guys stayed within your game plan. You still continue to run your sets, and for the rest of the way, and basically for the rest of the way until the fourth quarter, you played them about even.
Yeah, we just always have that one spurt of where the other team attacks and goes on a run, and as being young players, it's hard to contain that, and so that's something we got to work on.
And go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, going back to the well coach thing, she always tells us like it's a game of runs, and so like last year district tournament, she told us like it's a game of runs, like they'll go on theirs, we'll go on ours. So having her telling us that helps us stay in our game plan a little bit better.
You guys do a great job of that. And the other thing I want to compliment you on as you did that and you stayed focused in that, even when they went on that second run and kind of opened it up a little bit more, your girls, and especially these three you got here, well actually your whole team, but especially these three you got here, just kept battling and kept playing. And I think that just says something about the character of your girls and the character that they have. It's not necessarily about what the scoreboard says. It's about working hard and trying to get one more basket for my teammate, one more rebound for my team, and things like that. Talk a little bit about that.
So I have to brag on my seniors on this situation. They are going to battle to the end. This is their last year, and they want to make every minute of it count. And so they're going to go out there and do everything they can. And then we've got Grace Bell, who's a great addition to our team, taps the basket well, and they're going to keep fighting no matter what.
Okay. Now, as you talked about a little bit, you still got 5 weeks.
Grounds for removal from the site competition. Additionally, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited, as are noisemakers, air horns, electronic